Hey, so in many-to-many relationship in PonyORM, they have this example, which only define two entities and just uses the set function from the ORM module to define the relation. But as you can see, they are using here a string that references the name of this class, and here they are using the class itself. I think they are using this because of the dependency cycle problem. So if you imported this package here and then import this package here, it will just it will throw an error. This is a cycle dependency. Yeah. So so what this will do, this will create a third table, as you can see here, that will have the product ID and the tag ID columns. I mean, this is good, not bad, but it's not customizable. So I need sometimes, or most of the cases, you will need to add some custom columns to the. It's called. Some people call it conjunction table. Some people call it intermediate table. But yeah, you need most of the time you need to put some data in there. So I'll show you how we can do this, and you can maybe on your own try to play with this one. So yeah, let's just start. Let me move this to the other screen. First, I will create a categories entity. So each category has many posts, and each post has many categories. So many to many. You can define it or say it like that. So as we did in other entities, define a function that defines a class. So we can spread the entities into multiple files. So the table name would be categories, and it will have an ID, which is from rm.primary key. It's auto incremented and integer. And the type would be string. The maximum length is 40. Unique is true, and nullable is false. I think no. I need to move this. Right. This will make it accept nullable. And now what I will do, I will put inside of it a property called posts category. This will reference the posts categories table, which is the intermediate table or the conjunction table. Right? So I will put a comment for you that this reference the class name of the table property. But this is just so I'm thinking about the many-to-many relationship in a different way. So starting from the posts category table, this post category table have many categories and have many posts, right? So the relation between this intermediate table and the two other tables are one-to-many. So we can define it in this way. So yeah, don't think about it as a many-to-many. Think about it that the third table, which is the conjunction or the intermediate, have a relation one-to-many with these two tables, other tables. So, and now we can add maybe, yeah, I think this is fit for the categories. And for the posts, we would do the same exact thing as this column. So the posts will have this column as well. Yes, and now we need to define this column, right? With this table, sorry, the intermediate table. So this would be called posts underscore categories, like this, then dot by. So first thing, from datetime I'll import datetime. This is a built-in module Python because I need to use this data type as one of the columns. And now I'll create a function called def posts category, which accepts the default things we already do, and the posts entity and the categories to define the one-to-many relationship. Now let's define the class. So post category is the name, and this is the name of the table. Posts underscore category. Now we will have an ID. It's auto incremented and primary key. Now we have the post property. And this is required, and if the type of it is the posts entity, and this is the name of the column, post underscore ID. This is a foreign key referencing the posts entity or the post column, the posts table. Sorry, sorry. Now the category is is represented as a category underscore ID as an integer type. This is a foreign key referencing the categories table. Now we can define some custom columns. I'll just call it custom column. So just to show you how we can define the intermediate table with new custom properties. Now we can just return as usual this. And I already did this from the categories. I'm returning the categories. Now we need to go to our main.python. So we can import these and call them. So from categories, now after the post, import the def categories entity, and from the posts categories, import the def posts categories. Now we'll just call them like we usually do, and the posts category entity we will call it with the posts class and the categories class. And I believe that's it. So let me run it. Okay, nothing bad happened. So let me refresh. We should have two tables, new two tables. So this is the categories. So let me show you the columns. They are empty. So only an ID and type, and posts, we already did that. And there is the posts categories. We have the post ID as a foreign key and the category name and the custom column. The category ID, sorry. And this references the categories and this references the posts. So, and at the end, if you go to our faking users function, when you use your entities like this, you can go, for example, in this if this was a post, so posts dot select, okay, pass an ID, or you can just pass an ID here. Like, I think it's like just a list. I'm not sure how they did this behind the scenes, but it's really interesting. Maybe I should Google that. So p dot, as you can see, if you go to the posts entity, we can put this. So p dot post categories dot, if you go to post categories now, dot category. So this will give you the categories for this posts as a list, which is nice. So you can list them with these operator if you can. I'll show an example in the next video on how we can save and select, and yeah. So I will just talk about this stuff in the next video.